It's Megan. I'm back for a video. So I know it's Black Friday, and I hope everybody who celebrated Thanksgiving had a really good Thanksgiving. But I thought I would just hop on here real quick and do a little diamond paint with me today. I'm going to finish this section with you, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. I guess I can show you now too, but so right now I'm working on this for Christmas. That's like their favorite vacation spot, so hopefully I can get it done before Christmas. I know lots of us have diamond paintings that we want to give as gifts, and this one is a 70 by 50, so it's gonna take a while, I think, but that's okay. If I can't get it done, my plan is to give it to her, you know, shortly after, just for yucks, or I can just give it to her for her birthday. Her birthday's in March, so we'll see. I have one that I'm going to make for my dad too, hopefully, but his birthday's in January, so I figure, you know, if I don't finish this one, if I do finish this one and I can't get to my dad's, and I can give it to him for his birthday. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm not going to stress myself out about it. I decided I can only do as much as I can, and we'll see what happens. I know I haven't posted in a long time. I also know that it's Black Friday, so if people are shopping or whatever, it's okay. I'll upload the video later, you know, so you guys can enjoy with me later on. Yeah, see, so I know lots of people want to get these Christmas presents done, or Hanukkah presents, or whatever it is that you want to celebrate with a diamond painting. Yeah, so a little bit about, I guess, what's been going on in my life. I know a lot of you have been saying, we miss you, where are you, where are you? As some of you probably remember, I had moved, but I didn't just move. I moved, Cyber Monday, yeah. That's more my speed. Hi, Allie. Yeah, so I was just explaining myself a little bit here. As you guys know, I moved, and that was really stressful, and that was a big change for me. And also I have moved, you know, I don't work in the same place. I have the same job, but you know, actually it's not even the same job, because I teach the younger group now, so it's been pretty much everything about my life is different. Besides the fact that I'm still Megan, I still diamond paint, and, you know, my family, but I have a new workplace, a new boss, new coworkers, a new group. The assessment tool I use to assess my students is new, and getting used to all of that's a lot. And then also I moved cities. You know, I'm not as familiar with this city. I live with someone now, a roommate, which is different, and his dog. And although all of these changes are super good, and I'm so happy, it still was very stressful to my mind and my body. I started to get sick. I was sick for months, actually. The best way I can explain it to you is because I went to the doctor too, and she explained it as being anxiety and stress, and although it's all good change and good stress, it's still stress. The way that my body manifests stress is through nauseousness, throwing up, no appetite, which in turn leads to like minimal energy, you know, weight loss, all that kind of thing. So I was pretty much sick for like 3 months. And because of feeling that way, I didn't feel like I could do a video. And I don't know how I feel about it right now. I feel sad that I, you know, hadn't posted a video in a while, but also happy that I, you know, advocated for myself and I did what was best for my body and my mind. And I love you all, and I'm so sorry, but I did have to do what was best for me, and I have to continue to do what's best for me, even though I love you guys, and I love this hobby, and I love everything about it. But, you know, sometimes you just need to take some time for yourself, and my body was definitely screaming at me that I needed to take some time and just be off camera and get used to my new normal, and that's okay. So I hope you guys welcome me back. I know you will. And I was nervous about that too. I thought, well, I don't want them to feel like I abandoned them, or because I was still very, you know, very much a part of the Facebook group. I can't read everything, obviously, but people have tagged me in things, and you know, I try to keep up with whatever I can, and I appreciate everyone who uses that page, and I feel so proud to be a part of that community, because I just read a post this morning actually where somebody said like, hey, share something about yourself, and then they shared something about really personal about themselves. And it started like this 85 comment thread of, you know, things that people have gone through, whether it was cancer, children being born, illness, everything. And it was so incredible to read that and to you know, see that this Facebook group is, not only are you guys all super respectful to each other and you report things that aren't, but you guys are awesome at supporting each other. And I just want to give a kudos to all of you who have joined our Facebook group and who are a part of it, and who, you know, the reason why people feel safe on that page is because of our comments and how we work together to support everybody and build each other up, instead of breaking each other down. And I've heard some pretty terrible things about other Facebook groups, and it blows me away. And if that ever were to happen with ours, you know, I mean, I hope that would never, stuff like that wouldn't happen, but if it ever did, I feel like we would, you know, be able to come back from that. But people are saying, you know, that they left that Facebook group because of a comment that the admin made or whatever, and you know, whatever the reason might be, and I just feel so proud that so far, I think, hopefully, that we haven't had that problem. And if you have, I'm so sorry, but let me know and I'll fix it. But I just want to give a huge thank you to everybody who has been a part of that, because, you know, I can't read everything. I don't want to put people in charge of the page. I feel like that's a little bit parental, and I think that we're all adults, so, you know, I think we can handle it. And you guys have shown me that and gone beyond, over and above and beyond my expectations for this group. I didn't think it'd get so big, to be honest. I really didn't think it was going to be you know, we have over, you know, 2,500 members of that group. And if you're interested, and if you haven't joined our group, I will put the link in the description of the video after I upload it to YouTube. Or you can go to any of my videos on YouTube and look at the description, and they all have the link there too. So yeah. So I'm welcoming myself back since you guys can't talk to me. I'm gonna try to quickly read. Wow, you guys have commented a lot. I didn't think anyone was commenting. Hello, Diamond in the Rough. Hi, Corina. Karen, hi. Mickey. Hi, Becky. Happy holidays to you too. I'm just gonna quick plug in my phone as well, because it seems to be already dying. Okay. Thanks, Mickey. They actually are pretty easy when you start laying them down. They end up straightening themselves, and you just have to trust the process. That's what I keep telling myself. Trust the process. But I'll show you. I'm going to start a new section with you guys while we're live, if you can hang around and see it. And you'll see how crazy all these symbols are. I mean, it's insane, the mix of the symbols. It's crazy. So I'll tell you my strategy about that too. Nicole, yes. So the doctor said, do you want me to write you a prescription for anxiety medication? And I told her not yet. I'm trying some natural things, like Natural Calm, like that magnesium powder stuff, and I have those Rescue Remedy, like just more homeopathic stress relief before I go to, you know, medication. But yeah, I've heard wonderful things about anxiety medication helping people. Allie, yes, that's my plan too. Chris is in Ohio. You guys are gonna put up your tree. Chris is in Ohio right now with his family, so he is coming back, like, I don't know, he said early evening, and I don't really know what that means to him. But once he gets home, he said, do not even think about putting up any Christmas decorations without me. So, yeah. Karina, I think some people with who diamond paint have some anxiety and, you know, and depression, or you know, stress or whatever. I don't think all of us do, but yeah, it's definitely a really good tool to use to de-stress, for sure. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this section really quick. I was falling asleep doing it last night when I got home from my Thanksgiving celebration, and I couldn't finish just this little part. I just couldn't do it. I had to go to bed. So I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, I'm aware that not everybody does, and we have people from all over the world. So yeah, I had a good time. It was a good time seeing family and all that. My uncle actually just had a couple stents put in his heart this week, but he felt good enough to go to the Lions game yesterday, the football game. So my brother went, and some other of the guys. Actually, I think my cousin went. My Kelsey, my cousin, went too. So that was nice to be able to have him go out to the game and walk around. You know, he had to take some breaks, but he was able to move around much better. He said he feels better than he has in months. So that's really, really great news. You know, but things can change in a heartbeat, and I'm very aware of that. So keep your loved ones close, give your kids a hug, and appreciate every minute you have with everybody. It's hard to do. Okay, so right now I'm kind of in this like mode of I have to change color a lot because I'm almost done with this section. You know how it is. So I apologize for all the color switching, but this custom, you guys, is insane. I can't even, I mean, it's been okay to do. It hasn't been too hard because I have a strategy, but it's definitely time consuming because of all the color change, which is good because then the finished product will have more dimension and it'll have more color. The more colors you have, the better it's going to be. But it's still, I've never had, I don't think ever, a diamond painting with this many colors like squished together. Like, I don't know if you can see all the shades, but it's definitely been a challenge for me. I'm happy to say that I got Chris into diamond painting a little bit. Got his feet wet. I gave him a coffee, a full round coffee diamond painting. And we were diamond painting on Wednesday night together on the couch. It was so cute. And he got like the bottom corner done. I was really happy with them. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna take a break now. I also got his other friend into it. She has a lot of health issues. So with bending over, or, you know, I told her like, okay, you know, you need a light pad, you need a tilted table of some kind, or a lap desk or something to help her out with issues with her back, and she's in a lot of pain a lot. So she says, you know, I have to really, you know, regulate how much I diamond paint because it sets, you know, her pain lasts a really long time. So if she overdoes it, you know, she's down for the whole next day or the next couple days or something. So but she loves it. I gave her a diamond paint, a smaller one that I didn't really want to, you know, I had other ones to do, so I was like, well, you can do this one. And she was very grateful, and I just gave it to her. And she seems to be really loving it. Okay, I'm going back to the chat here. It's a diamond painting, Karen, of a log cabin. I'll show you the picture again in a minute. Unfortunately, when you're doing a live video, if people miss a part or tune in late or whatever, I kind of have to repeat myself. So for all of you who you know, don't want to hear it again, I'm sorry. But it's a log cabin. So it's got a lot of greens and a lot of browns and a lot of grays. But it's been fun. It has. I hope my mom likes it. It's definitely going to be an abstract picture of the cabin, so I hope she appreciates it. I'm done with 2 other Christmas presents as well, because although I haven't been making videos, I still diamond paint to relieve stress, you know. And it was also stressful. It's a little stressful to make a video, you guys, because it's, you know, as some of you who have made videos might know, you know, especially in a live stream, or even when you're not live streaming, you still have to talk, you know. And so I used to make a list of things to talk about next to me so that I wouldn't get off track, or I would, you know, I wouldn't find myself in a, you know, a crickets happening, you know, or but so that was stressful too, because I was like, well, you know, what am I supposed to talk about? So I felt like I needed some time to go by before I should make another video, because I talk so much and there's only so much to talk about, I guess, in the world. But anyway, and sometimes I go off on tangents, as you can probably tell. But yeah, a lot's happened, and a lot has gone well and a lot has gone not so well, but I'm still here, still kicking, still giving it my all, and still, you know, buying diamond paintings. I just bought 11/11 sale. I bought one for, you know, the friend that I got into diamond painting, Chris's friend, and then I got one for my boss's son, and geez, I can't even remember the other one I got. I thought I got 3, but I might have only got 2. I don't know. I've slowed down a ton because I don't have room to store all. Oh, thanks, Allie. So I don't want to get like a super overabundance of diamond paintings. That's why I've done a couple reviews, but that's not really what I want to do. I want to do this. You know, I don't want to review for businesses. I know it's super helpful to have someone who has tried out all these different stores and everything and can tell you, you know, like, oh, well, this store is good and this store is bad. I can only tell you what my experience is, but I don't really want to take on a bunch of reviews. I feel like then it's more, you know, like commercial instead of being a fun hobby. But I do think that people who want to do that, you know, in the diamond painting world, you know, go for it. Go ahead and, you know, do those reviews. It's not really something that I enjoy doing. I love unboxings, but I don't really want to rate things, I guess. I don't know. So that's why I haven't bought so many diamond paintings. I mean, I already have so many. I need to do them before I buy more, right? I have completed 2 other ones. I completed a, what was it? It was a 40 by 60, I think. Yeah, 40 by 60. For one of my dear friends, whose name is also Megan. We met in grad school, and it's of her daughter when she turned 1. But the drills keep popping up, which drive me insane, and I've heard lots and lots of people having this problem. So I contacted Who It Can, which is who the custom was through, and they said, oh, don't worry, you know, our canvas is sticky, don't worry. Well, I said, well, I am worried because the painting's complete, you know, I got through it, and the problem is I already know, I can see it. The problem is that the certain colors of drills have like a little excess piece of resin on them, which take up space. So like a little tiny bit of resin doesn't matter if it's only in one spot, right? Or it's one color. But when it's multiple colors, you know, the canvas doesn't have space for all that extra resin. So I think that's the issue. So I was either going to redo it, like rebuy it and redo it and hope for the best, or I was going to try to fix it. I was going to clear Mod Podge acrylic over it and see what happens. But I haven't done that just yet. I'm really scared. I know people have done it and they say it's fine, but I don't know. I'll get to it at some point here. All right, so now I'm gonna that second here. I'm gonna try to turn off my light pad. And this is the picture that it's going to be. You see that? So it's the log cabin. Good. My wash. See the difference. I'm diamond painting on my bed right now, just because all my stuff was set up in here, so I just thought whatever. All right, here we are. So we're looking. You can see a log cabin. There's the roof and the tree. So it's looking pretty happy with the colors. There's pink over here, but yeah, I'm really happy with how this one's turned. I've been working from the top right section, going across and then coming back from right to left. I'm left-handed, so it just feels better for me. And because of the popping up drill issue that I was having with Huacan, I didn't want to take the risk of having the pop-outs work as I had my hand on them to go this way instead. Sparkles. I like how this is turning out. This is where the for the log cabin. Oh, hi Tom. Thanks. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of color change. So I think I gotta push the canvas up a little bit. So hey, hold right there for just a second so I can change my spot here. I'm actually gonna just, yeah, okay. Here we are. Sorry, you guys. Hang on just a second. I gotta like take, this is like a whole setup thing. This is, come on. I'm so sorry, you guys. Hang on. I'm coming back, I promise. Hold on. Hold on. All right. There we go. Okay, I'm going to show you actually this section up here because this is the crazy part. I actually don't think that's the most. So here's the symbols. What? It's crazy, you guys. It's so crazy. So there's lighter. But then the cabin, that's going to be the fireplace. I see like the different circles, I think. And then the roof, you got the roof over here. And then the, let me try to push this over. And then you've got the trees on top. So it's definitely been a change nightmare. We're getting there. We're getting there. So I'm going to close these sections up real quick. Before I move on to the next section, all right. Okay. So again, hold on just a second so I can get settled here. Doing your diamond painting, or are you just watching? Either is fine. I don't mind if you just watch. Although I do think it might be more fun if you joined me, but it's okay. Everything's all good. It's all good. Okay. Got that. We've got that. What else? Okay, we've got this. I'm gonna. Here we go. Okay. Ah! Sorry, you guys. You went tumbling down. This is what happens when I'm not exactly the most prepared. But it turns out I'm not that prepared to do a live. So, sorry about that. Alright. So, when I'm doing a diamond painting that has so many color changes, and you guys are welcome to pipe up if you do something different. What I do is I choose the symbol to do first that jumps out at me. So I always do the next symbol that I can see easily. Does that make sense? So in this case, I with this painting, I typically do the darker colors first. Oops. I'm just trying to get it so that you guys can see without my hand being in the way so much. Because I'm at the right side of the painting. That's my problem. So maybe I'll just have to diamond paint right-handed. That should be funny. That should be an experience. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Tripod. I feel like an ace. Insane. Like, why can't I get this to work? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, I guess it is what it is, right? Darker colors first with each new section that I do because they jump out at me really quick. Little parallelogram. It's not a parallelogram, but it's a hexagon, a long first. That way, I can, you know, go to the next thing. Okay, I'm going to try to do this right-handed. It's probably going to take me a long time. Oh my gosh. Do you guys ever do this? Do you ever switch hands just to see? Scissors too. It's really time consuming. I haven't figured out how to do, you know, like multiple time with tweezers as you. So this isn't really working for me too. What happens if I do this? All right, I need to just find a different way to hold. Okay. I'm so sorry, you guys. This is ridiculous, I know. Anyway, do you guys have any questions for me while I'm trying to get this crap set up again? Anything that you might want to ask me or like, oh yeah, answer tags during your video. It gives you to talk about, but I don't know really what tags are. I guess I'm kind of new to it, which is a little ridiculous, I know, but I don't know. I've been out of it, I guess, for too long. I'm out of the game. Might sound ridiculous, but yeah, people say that, oh, I love your videos, and that's why part of the reason why I felt so bad missing so much time with you guys, but I really did need to take care of myself, and I still do. I'm not gonna be posting daily or anything like that, but I'm definitely ready to start to do this again, you know. In terms of the pen grips that people have been asking me about, and so I could barely, you know, my goal was to just like get to work, you know. It's really hard to work with children when you're feeling nauseous. So I was literally just trying to get through the day. I was in survival mode, okay? For those of you who know what I'm talking about, it's very, very stressful. It's a stressful thing to go through for sure. I'm trying to cut this edge with an X-Acto knife because some of the squares are covered over here. So I'm trying to clean this out before I it's not gonna be pretty. I just want enough space to do my thing. I'm gonna need to. Alright. So you guys see what I'm saying when I say I do the next symbol that jumps out at me? That's the fastest way to do this, because if you have to search and search and search, that takes up a lot of time. So next time when you're changing colors, try to pick the one that jumps out. I don't know if you guys like do it by, you know, I'd imagine some people probably do it by the DMC code order, or like, you know, left to right or right to left or whatever. But I don't do it that way because, like I said, it's a lot of time I waste trying to search for, you know, these different numbers, and I you know, I do miss them still. Like I'll like everyone always does, right? We miss a few every time. But that's, you know, it's diamond painting life, I think, is what it is. It happens. All right. So now I'm doing the little circle, because that's the white circle with the black background. That's what jumps out at me next. So I'm going to do that one next. In terms of pens, I go between a lot of them. Right now I'm just using the good old wax and the good old single tip drill pen. But I have used the like pick me up pen, or the I think it's called a quick stick. Use all those. In terms of sticky drills, in this painting, none of the drills were sticky. Thank God. But in Chris's coffee one, there were some sticky ones, so I had to wash those for him, show him how to do it. So I think, how is everyone feeling? Are they still having issues with, because I haven't bought new ones in so long, and the ones I bought aren't here yet. How's the drill situation? If any of you have bought, you know, new paintings recently, have you found the drills are still faulty? You know, are they still sticky, or are they oily, or are they good? Do they have little extra pieces put on, you know, all that stuff? I don't know. So my usual routine with this painting is I go like the dark ones, like the circle and the long hexagon. And then I end up doing usually the shamrock next. And then I'll do this little like lollipop looking flower thing next, because that's what pops out at me. And then when I get to the more like greenish, whitish colors, like down here, it gets a little tricky, but it's not too bad. Thanks, Ian. Yeah, Kiza 12, that's good too. And usually that's the same thing that I do, is because if there's a lot of symbols, well, then it pops out at me, right? But I know that with this painting, they are very, very scattered. Usually, like the farther up you get. And so I do it this way. Also, I'm working on this side first because I want to work from left to right, so that I'm not, you know, sticking my hand in the glue so much and still supporting my hand enough to do this. So that's the other reason why I'm kind of doing, you know, the symbols over here before I do all these like check marks and stuff. I've got, I think, so I've got this one, we'll count this one. I've got my friend Megan, I've got my brother, my sister-in-law, my dad. I have at least 5 diamond paintings that I want to do for Christmas. And it's November 23rd, right? So yeah, not sure if I'm gonna get those done, but I have 2 of those completed. So really I only have 3 left. And with this one, I don't even know. See, I've been covering, this is the first time too that I've been covering the completed portions of my, hi Isabel, of my painting with the paper. I've been covering it back up and taping it because it's like a mental game with me. I don't want to see all that I have left to do or whatever, because it helps me kind of just like stay in the zone. I also have it curled up under the table with the incomplete section that I need to do, so that it's not too overwhelming to me and I don't feel like, you know, I've been defeated already. So I guess that's the method to my madness a little bit. But yeah, I've still been diamond painting this whole time. I've taken some breaks, obviously, like when I moved and things just were so hectic, and then for a long time I thought, I can't diamond paint until I make a video. I can't diamond paint until I make a video, because, you know, it was so long. And I said, you know, if I'm diamond painting, I need to go live so people can, you know, join me. So that kept me away too for a long time, because I didn't feel like I was in the right headspace to diamond paint, you know, on video, you know, live. So, and I'm probably still babbling, you know, I babble and I talk and I whatever. So if you guys want to talk about something, just comment. if you're watching it live. So now I'm doing this little lollipop, or like, I don't know, I call it a lollipop. But sometimes as I'm looking at the canvas, I'll just keep repeating the symbol to myself, like ampersand, 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 or lollipop, 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 so that I'll see them a little easier. I feel like it helps me, my brain, to like recognize that the symbol is what I'm looking for. I don't know. I know all of you have crazy things you do too. No judgment here, right? I do some crazy things. Yeah, I did a, the other custom that I did for my friend Megan of her daughter is a square. And the one that I made for my brother is a round, and that was nice. It was nice to have that change, you know, back and forth, because it's definitely delivers a different feeling. Each of them delivers a different, I don't know if feeling's the right word for it, but you know, with squares you get, you know, the clicking, or you get the lined up perfectly in the square and it feels good. And the rounds, though, you lay them so fast that I feel like they give you a different sense of feeling when you do them. So it was nice to switch back and forth. And actually I was hoping that the one that I want to make for my sister-in-law would be round, so I looked at it yesterday and it's not, it's a square. So I was like, oh man, because I made them smaller ones, so they're definitely not as large as this one is, or my dad's will be. But they're, I mean, they're a decent size. I made my brother, it's Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. He is surfing on a wave, and it's really colorful and really neat. And my sister-in-law, I got her one that is of a beach with like shells on it, because they both love the beach. Like, they're going to Florida for Christmas to visit her mom, and they just love, I mean, my brother wants to move to California so bad, but my mom will not let him. So they love the beach. They're just, you know, beach people. So I got her the beach, and him is Lilo, Stitch surfing, because he used to love Stitch. Now I'm a little worried that he's not going to like it. But right when I saw it, it screamed to me. My brother's name is Andy, and it screamed Andy. So I hope that when I give it to him, he won't, you know, be like, why are you giving me a sparkly, colorful Stitch picture? I hope he still likes Stitch. I don't know. Who knows? But I bought a frame for, I bought 3 frames already. I should probably start buying more frames. Because my thought is, by the time they get to me, you know, I want to be able to frame them and then wrap them up and give them as gifts. And this website I know of, I'm so sorry. Yeah. The other part of the reason, and I'll come back to the gift, the frame thing. I've also gotten sick, you know, like the usual fall colds and everything. Being a preschool teacher, I get sick a lot during the beginning of the year, typically. And I had this like ongoing cough for like months, and I still get a tickle from time to time, where I like cough uncontrollably, or I'll have like, you know, a frog in my throat or whatever. So I'm sorry if I'm coughing or clearing my throat a lot. Yeah, so this website is called Art to Frames, and I think that I have mentioned it in a past video as well. It's called Art to Frames. It's like a custom framing online site. But it's really nice because it's not that, I mean, it's pricey. It's, you know, it's more than a frame would cost at like Walmart, right? But it's not as pricey as like Michael's. So it's a good like middle of the road type frame job. I think the one that I bought for my friend Megan, the painting is a 40 by 60. So keep that in mind. It's a decent size. And I think it was around like $55 for the frame. Now, yes, that is a lot of money, and I cringe when I think about it. But I also got the non-glare glass to it, you know, so that it wouldn't, because that's a mistake I made with the elephant painting that I made for Chris. Oh man, that's a whole saga too, because ugh. Okay, so I made a diamond painting for Chris. If you guys don't know, it was an elephant, and it was the biggest one I've ever bought or done to this day. It was a 60 by 80, and it was this black and white picture of this elephant spraying a bunch of color in the air, and he loved it. I say black and white, but I actually didn't have any black and white in it. But so it was hanging. We got it framed. It cost, oh my gosh. We took it to Michael's. I wanted it to be really nice because it was for him, and he was going to take it with him whenever, you know, we move out of this place, and I wanted him to have a really good paint, a really good frame. And it cost us, even with like a 75% off coupon, it still cost us like $130 to frame that sucker. And then we hung it up above our fireplace, but then we've been using the fireplace a lot, you know, because it's been cold in Michigan. And I went over to it one day because I was like, you know, I wonder if that wall gets hot. So I went up to it, and sure as shoot, that wall got really, it didn't get hot. Like I could touch it, but it got warm. And so I was like, oh no, I wonder what it's doing to the glue. And I noticed that the painting was starting to kind of wrinkle inside. Like I could see like a wavy effect to the diamonds. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God. So we took it off the wall. We leaned it up against a different wall that wasn't hot. We leaned it up against the wall upside down so it might like slide back into place or whatever. But we're going to take it back up to Michael's and see what they can do for us, because we didn't even think about that. And our solution now is to put, we put a Christmas wreath up on the wall of the fireplace. And then during the summer, when we don't need the fireplace, is when we'll hang the elephant up. So I was so bummed because it was such a perfect spot for that painting, but then also I didn't get the anti-glare glass to it, so it kind of just, the reflection was really, really incredible, which I didn't like, because you couldn't really see the painting like during the day. I don't know. So if I could do it again, because that's all I can do, right, is to learn from my mistakes. I mean, I could take it back and get it reframed, but it's not that big of a concern to me or him. So if I could do it again, I would do the anti-glare glass. So that is what I have been doing from here on in. So with the three, I bought a frame for this one too. And that was pretty large. So I got all of them with like anti-glare PVC or something, I don't know, to hopefully resolve that issue. But in terms of framing, people have asked to see how I frame my diamond paintings and stuff. That's what I like to just, you know, I don't do too many. I don't, you know, because I do a lot. I'm talking too fast. Okay. I tend to work on diamond paintings for a long time, so I don't need to buy a lot of frames all at once. So because of that, I just kind of buy the frame and frame it like that instead of making my own. But if I ever did need to do that, I would definitely go into that open-mindedly and try it out. But because I haven't needed to, I just haven't done it. But I know a lot of people have. So there's a lot of videos out there about framing, and I was really hesitant to spray a diamond painting with anything because I was worried that it would take away the effect of the sparkle of the diamonds, but people have said it doesn't, and I trust them, so I'm gonna try it. When I do, I probably won't film the actual spraying of it because it's cold outside and I have to do it quick, you know, and I have to, because I mean, you can't do it indoors. You're gonna have to take it outdoors, right? So I think I'm gonna end up either doing it on the patio or doing it in my parents' garage, and then bringing it in right away to dry, and then doing a few coats of that. But the drills keep popping up, and I'm really concerned about it. But you know, if I have to redo it, I'll be really, 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 really bummed. But at the same time, I don't want to give my friend something that's not quality, right? So even if it's late, she'll understand. I'll say, you know, I had to redo your Christmas gift, and then when she hears about it, she'll totally understand, and she'll be very grateful, and oops. She won't care if it took me a little extra time to make her something wonderful. And it wasn't that expensive either. The custom was like, I want to say it was like 13 bucks. It was actually really cheap. I was so surprised. Oh, I remember the other one I got. Okay, sorry. I also bought another custom of Chris's niece. Chris just became a niece, you guys. His brother and his girlfriend, his brother and his brother's girlfriend, I guess I should say, got pregnant. And now they're only 17 years old. So there's a lot of, you know, mixed feelings from the family, but I'm very happy for them, and Chris is too, and Chris is ecstatic to be an uncle. I mean, it's just the cutest thing. And so I got them a custom diamond painting of their little girl in one of their, you know, photo shoot that they had when she was born. It's very cute. There's lots of purples, and she was born with like a giant head of hair. I can't even believe how much hair this little girl has. It was insane. It looks like she's wearing a toupee, how do you say it? Toupee? Toupee? Toupee. Oh, geez, I just spilled diamonds, you guys. Great. I love when this happens. It's the best. Said no one ever. Alright, almost done. Alright, so I'm going to do the check mark now. As you guys can see, there's a lot of check marks. So that's the next one I'm going to start doing. I'm going to need to use a bigger tray. Okay, now I need more diamonds. Alright. There's a lot of trash in this color. I don't know what causes that, but... Alright, and then because of that... Hi, Valerie! I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to try to make it work so that it'll stay with me. No, you're going to be a little brat today, huh? Like I said, it's been so long since I've done videos that I'm like, how do I even do this? Alright, let's get to the check marks. There we go. Alright. So when I'm using the 3 drill placer now. That's not going to work for you guys. Let's try that. I work from right to left. I'm crazy. But it's because it feels better for me. I can line them up better when I do it like that. I can see it better because I'm left-handed, so I like to work my way right to left when doing that. I know, it's crazy. I've also been practicing with taking the 3 drills and then placing them like, let's see here. Okay, so here's 1, so I'll put 1 there, right? And then here's 2, so then I'll put the rest of them there. I've been playing with that too. It's just a quicker way to get the drills on the canvas. But as I've been playing with, you know, the strategies on how to lay the drills, you know, which symbol to do next, I've been playing around with it just to see if there's a time difference, you know, if it feels better, stuff like that. And I've had a lot of success with doing it this way. The only trouble is getting them on straight, but then I just go back and kind of fix them a tad bit and then move on. Alright, I'm going to fill in the rest of this section with the single before I move on. Yeah, the color change, the amount of color change in this painting really is incredible. And they are kind of boring colors because they're all like browns and grays and whatever, but I actually haven't gotten bored yet with this one. It's actually been really nice to do, especially because I can see all the cabin parts coming together. Okay, my eyes are having a really hard time with this right now. You know what else I've been doing a lot more lately is laying the wrong color, the wrong color on the wrong symbol. Like I'll have it in my head that I see the check mark, but then I change my mind at the last minute to do the lollipop or whatever, and then I'll end up laying the check mark or the lollipop on the check mark because I'll forget that I changed my mind. Ugh, that's horrible. I hate when that happens so much. I just kick myself so much when that happens. I'm like, really though? Now you have to go through. I mean, luckily I've never gone too far with it before I realized. Alright, so if you ever have that happen, I don't know, a lot of you have been diamond painting for a long time, so this might be old news. If this ever happens to you where like you can't get one of your drills to stick, look at the bottom of it because it might be bowed. You know, like it might have that an open bottom to it. This one doesn't seem to be that bowed, but I think also my glue is getting a little bit older. I mean my wax, I'm sorry. But typically when that happens, it's usually a sign that the drill isn't good. Yeah, this painting though, this one has been really good. All the drills have been nice. It's like been a little vacation from the horror that was my life back a few months ago when I had all those drills that were sticky and I was getting so pissed. Yeah, my glue's starting to go. I might need to reapply it or get a new pen. I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna grab myself a new pen. Alright, there we go. The other thing that I do to help me a little bit with time, besides, you know, only breaking off a small chunk at a time to do, is I will, like, as I'm doing it, now this is kind of hard because the Y's and the checks for some reason are making it really hard for me to decipher between the two, so I can't see them as clearly as what I would like, but I fill in singly. That was crazy. I just had two at once. Although this one doesn't look good. Yeah, that one's too thin. I'll make like sections of 3 so that I can come back with my multi-tool and fill it in quickly. So then I'll come back with my my 3 drill tip and I'll fill it in quick. Why is this one not sticking? Oh, this one's bottom was like protruding out. So sometimes you have them that are concave and sometimes they're like a bubble, and that one was a bubble. There. All right. Almost done with the check. I'm probably gonna go soon. I got stuff to do, so I'll probably finish this one and then I'll head out. I've already been on for over an hour, so that's enough of hearing me talk, I'd imagine. Oh, thanks, Orchid. Yeah, I explained earlier in the video of what happened to me. So I'm not going to go through it again, but you're welcome to rewatch it once I upload it. Alright, you guys see any other check marks? Nope. Another trick I do is I'll look through the camera to see if I missed any, because sometimes it helps me see better. It really does. You should try it. A different perspective, I think. So, guys, well, that's it for me for now. I'm gonna one and start it again a little bit later. Just a little. We're cranking through. We're getting through it. I'll show you my progress one more time before I head out here. So this is, oop. Oh my gosh, Ian, yeah, go to bed. So there it is. It would typically be seen this way. So there's the bottom. There's this fireplace, because it's got this beautiful stone. Sorry, it's got this beautiful stone fireplace on it. If you can see that. So we'll have to see. And all right, guys, thanks so much. Oh, it's a 70 by, yeah, 50 colors. 70 by 50. Yeah. It's looking pretty gorge to it when it's finished. This up here was a nightmare. Look at all the color change, you guys. Oh my gosh. It was a nightmare, but yeah. We're getting sparkly. We're looking good. I'm excited. All right, guys. I'll see you, or if you don't see me, and I will definitely be talking to you soon.